Hello everyone, this is Alejandra Gomez with creatingwithali.com, and today I'm actually gonna be sharing some tips and tricks about coloring with alcohol markers, which of course in the world of Stampin' Up, these are the famous Stampin' Up blends. And so I actually sent I posted earlier today a question on my Facebook page about what like if you had a magic wand, what would you do? Hello Shelly, what would you do? What would you make disappear? What is your biggest challenge pretty much in the world of card making? And I was surprised to see that a lot of you have said something about coloring, whether it is with the blends or with any other medium. So I decided that today I'm not going to be doing 3 cards, but instead I'm going to only be doing 2, just because there's going to be a little bit of coloring, just because I wanted to share some of the tips and tricks and try to help a little bit on all the questions that you might have. So anyway, so hello everyone. So if you don't mind, let me know where you are connecting today. I am in Frisco, Texas. And anyway, so thank you so much again for joining me in your busy day. And anyway, one of just a few things. Just make sure you are on my mailing list, because that's where I share the majority of my classes. There is a Stampin' Up event, or not a Stampin' Up, or an event, a class I should say, that I am planning with Jennifer Cotton as well as April McBride, where we're gonna be doing pretty much 12 make and takes. You'll get a packet with all those things, and we are pretty much launching the new holiday catalog, which, if you haven't seen it, oh my goodness, it's just amazing. So I have released so far 2 of the sneak peeks for the make and takes, and then on top of that, you also get 3 other bonus classes, which I'm just crazy about them. All of them are super fun. And so if you are thinking it's already August, soon it's going to be September, you need to be ready, get ready for the holidays, definitely you want to join that Facebook party, because we're going to be sharing so many things, so many projects with all the different suites that you're going to have access from the holiday catalog. You don't want to miss it. So anyway, so just make sure you are on my email list, which I always put it in the description of this video, so that you can get all the information. So, oh, hello everyone. So thank you so much again for joining me. So let's get it started. Again, this is going to be only 2 cards, just because there's going to be some coloring, and I tend to take a little bit more of time coloring. So I don't think I can do the 3 cards. And then also I thought about doing a watercolor background on one of the cards, that I thought I could also share with you that, because I should always have fun making them. Let me just put all my little things. As usual, I always have everything kind of cut out. I don't have the final card. If you're new to me, that's one of the things with me. I don't have ever the cards. I'm always on the go. I kind of have an idea, that's for sure, but I don't have a finished card. So anyway, so I'm using the Seaside Notions, and to be honest, when I got this set, really what got my attention was were all the sentiments. I just love them all. And of course, I'm not really into sea things. However, I thought the shells and this little one look super. Is that a seahorse? I think I thought they were really cute. So anyway, so I give it a try, but I'll be honest, I'm not really into sea things. But anyway, I thought that this one was particularly cute. So anyway, so what I'm going to be doing, first of all, I know I'm going to be doing or coloring with the blend. So the first thing you need to make sure is that you want to be using the Memento ink, because these are alcohol based, and so you cannot use the Station, because it's also alcohol based, so you will pull some of the black as you're blending. So that's one of the things. So you definitely need to make sure you have Memento. So now I'm going to go ahead and stamp. All right, and I have my image, and actually I'm going to be doing 2s. I'm going to be doing all my coloring for right now, so that you can see them here. So I'm going to go with those 2. I know I'm going to be doing 2 of these ones, so I'm going to put also 2 of this ones. All right. So I'll go with those. I'm also gonna use this one. So let's just, so I'm just right now prepping pretty much all my images because I know we're gonna be doing that. And then I'm gonna pull one of these so that you can see pretty much what I did with this. So you can see those. Alright, so that's pretty much all the stamping as far as the coloring goes. We're still gonna be putting the sentiments, but at least for right now, let's just go ahead and go with that. So now that I have that, let me just get situated. So I thought of one being on the pool party family. So I pretty much went with the pool party combo. And then just to make some highlights, I am using the Bermuda Bay light, okay? So what I typically do is I end up going first with the lighter color. And I'm gonna be honest, it's kind of crazy right now with my phone on my face, but let's do it. The first time I go with the blends, it's really just a light hint. I'm not really even going all the way through like the like I'm not making sure that every single area is covered, but I just have like a light color there, right? In particular for this one, you can see there's some areas that are a little bit darker, as you can see just from the stamp set. So I will go and add some highlights with the darker color. So I'll go with the pool party darker, and you can see I'm gonna go ahead and just do some of that. Okay, and then I feel like this area, it's kind of like darker, right? There's a little bit here. And I'm going to go ahead and start kind of blending. You saw that in this case, I just went in a circular motion. Now, one of the things is that you do not want to oversaturate the paper as you are coloring, especially for these areas where there's not a lot of room, because sometimes alcohol markers can bleed. Now I am using the regular Stampin' Up! Cardstock. I'm not using the thick version. So I have heard also that if you use the thicker, sometimes it can help as well. But I'll be honest, I mainly use the regular one and I have no problems. So I think it's just preference as well. But I tried to go lighter with the color. Now I'm going to use the darker one. And I'm just going to do some kind of highlights where I feel like I would like to have. And you can see I'm not going line by line. I still feel like that area kind of looks darker. So I'm just going to go again. And then maybe use here some. And the same here. Right? And I'm just following exactly where, like, I feel there's more, right? You can see it here. Let me just go and show. So you can see it here, bit rough. And then I'm going to go back again, first with the darker and then with the lighter. Because, again, I'm using a much darker color, right? I'm using the Bermuda Bay, the light. And so for this section to kind of blend, I'm going to be using first the pool party darker, and then I'm going to go back with the light. I'm going to go ahead here. Like I feel like the tail. I want these to be a little bit darker. All right. Hello. And now I'm going to go back with the lighter color just so that I can blend better. And this is why the first time I went with the light was with the light pool party was kind of a light hand, because you're going to be coloring over and over several times. Now, one of the things that I do is I usually go with circular motion. And I'll be honest, most of the times I'm using the, I I don't know how you call this. I forgot how you go, but this tip rather than this one. There's like a bullet tip and a brush tip, I think. Yeah, a brush tip. So most of the times I'll go with a brush. But honestly, I just think that that's just a preference as well. I have seen so many other demonstrators doing it with the coloring with the bullet one, and they turn out to be stunning. So just see which one feels better for you. I feel like because the brush tip is it's flexible in a way, I feel like I get a better control. But then there's some other people that might feel like they need to have better control, and so they pick the harder, because this one is more of a harder. You can see this is how harder, and then the brush tip is more soft, right? So it's flexible. So anyway, so that's how I did that one. Let me just do another one in a different color so that you can see it. And for this one, I'm actually going to go with the Calypso Coral. Pointed, thank you. Good deal. Yeah, you all know by now I'm not really from the US. So English is not my first language. And so sometimes I struggle with the words. But thank you so much for your help. So anyway, same thing here. We're going to go with the lighter color first. And again, you want to be doing this with a light hand. Again, I'm not trying to focus to go in all areas, especially this one has a lot of pointy areas. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And then same thing. In this case, I didn't use any other color other than the Calypso Coral. So you don't always have to go with like 3 colors like I did on the other one. The other one seems to be like the pool party tends to be a little bit more lighter. So here you go. So I do that, and then I'm gonna go back again with the lighter color, and then I'm just gonna do circular motions just to blend them. The other thing that I do is I tried not to blend on the borders or the edges, because again you could have some of the color bleed out of the image. Now in this case, because I'm gonna be fussy cutting them, I don't think it really matters. But if this was the actual piece that you were going to use on your car, you probably would care. Like I said, in this case, because I know I'm gonna be fussy cutting them, I don't think I really care if I'm a little bit off the lines, right? So now I'm just gonna add a little bit more, and you can add more. It's easier to add little by little and blend rather than add too much and then try to light it up. Okay, and if you have any questions, please by all means ask the questions. Like I said, I was going to do something else, and then like I said, I started looking at all those messages, and there were a lot of questions about coloring. So you can see here. So anyway, I just wanted to make sure I can help you if I can by sharing what I do. And by no means I'm not I'm not perfect or anything like that, but I do love using the blends, and I definitely want to make sure I can help whoever has questions about it. Hello everyone. So here you have this one, right? You can see it. You have a little bit of shading. And again, in this particular set, I basically go by really what the lines are, or where I see that it's a little bit darker, that's where I go with it. So what do you think, huh? So now for this one, I have 2 versions of it. So let's just do one with the, let me think about these. The crumb cake, yes, I did have crumb cake. Let me just see, what is this? So I have, yeah, dark and light crumb cake. And then I have the soft suede. Yes, I think that's what I use. Yes. Let me just do that one. So for this one, I'm going to go ahead, the same thing. So I always do, especially when I know I'm going to be coloring the whole thing, I always go with a light hand. I don't know why, I feel like it blends better. It might not be true, but I always felt like it was better that way. And like I said, it might not be true, but that's how it always felt. So now that I have this one, I'm going to go ahead with the dark crumb cake. And same thing, right? I'm just following like the lines, right? And especially like this type of image has exactly the lines where it is darker. So on these ones, I like these ones a lot for shadowing or blending, because the image itself, you don't have to know the theory of light and shadows and, you know, kind of position where your light is and kind of imagine where the shadow will be, right? You don't have to do that. This image by itself will do it. Now, there's some other cases where you don't have that, and then I'll have some other tips with that, and maybe on a different video I'll share with you how I picture it or how it kind of helped me. But for this one, this is one of those that are easy for that. So then I'm going to be using the dark soft suede. No, I don't want to use the dark. Let me see. Or is it dark? Oh yeah, maybe I do. Hold on. Let me see if I have the lighter. Let me see. Where is my... Here. Let me just see which one do I want to use. This is the light, I think. Yes. No, I think I do want the dark. Okay. So I was questioning myself. Yes. And this one, I'm just going to go and kind of use a few more. And again, I'm just following those lines, right? And then I'm going to go back with the dark. First I do the dark because again, I have a darker color now. So it's easier to kind of blend with the dark first. And then go with the lighter. And let me just go now with that lighter. And again, I tried to do my blending in the inside area, not so much in the outside, right? Like on the edges. Again, if you have any questions, by all means, let me know. So, see that one? I love how this one looks, don't you think? Now, this one seems to be, especially on the camera, I can see that. Like, there's a line here. You can pretty much see a lot of this line. So, there you go. And here you have it. What do you think, huh? So again, just go off the lines and then you can see it. Now for this one, I want to do a little bit of a different one. And so for that one, I'm going to go ahead and use Petal Pink, which I don't know that I said it. I think I said that in another post that I put, but Petal Pink was one of those colors that I particularly didn't like. And somehow I end up using it a lot more, you know. Again, a light hand. I'm going to go back with the darker. And you can see how I do this. Use the lighter one. And again, whenever I have a really light color, then I end up using like a darker color. In this case, I used to do more of the shadowing. So for this one, I'm going to be using the Calypso Coral Light. And so the same thing, I'm going to go ahead here. Kind of like what we did for this one with the Bermuda Bay, but now I'm going to go ahead and use this. Right, Donna? Yeah, I didn't like that that color either, Donna. However, now it just seems like I use it so much, you know? So, yeah, I'm like you. So now that I have that, again, I'm going to go back with the Petal Pink, and then I'm going to blend. And again, try to do all your blending from the inside. That way you don't have any bleeding out of the image. And there you have it. Huh? What do you think? Huh? See this one? Probably add a little bit more here. A little bit there. There you have it. So they look pretty cool, don't you think? I love alcohol markers a lot because they I feel like you are kind of like an artist. That's how they make me feel. So now for these ones, what I did is I'm gonna leave this here so that you can see it too. For this one, I'm gonna use the crumb cake, and what I did on this one is that I went again with the lighter. Glad you're liking it, Eva. So I'm gonna go ahead and do and this is crumb cake. Okay, and I'll be honest, because this one has these areas that are in my head, they are white like this because they're holes. And it kind of takes a little bit more of time to go around those areas. These were kind of more like go all the way, but this other one, it's a little bit more detailed, so you do have to kind of think more about it. So anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and do a little bit here because I want to enhance or highlight those areas, right? And then I'm going to go ahead and in this case I'm actually going to take the whole thing. Alright, and then I'm going to go back with my crumb cake, and same as with the other ones, I'm just going to go ahead and do circular motions just to kind of blend it better. And again, I'm just do circle motions. I think I'm moving too much the cell phone in front of me. We're getting sick. And so, and then I just focus on this area a little bit more. Kind of like pulling the color out. And there you have it. Alright, so here's another one right there. And this one might need a little bit more. I'm going to use the thicker one just to go over this because it's just a minor area here where you could still see a lot of that line when I went with the darker one. Since it is a small area, I might want to have a little bit more control than with the brush pen. So there you have it. Okay, and then for this one, I'm also going to be using the same combination as that one. I like a lot the oh, actually, well, let's do that, and then maybe I do another one. All right, and for this one, I'm going to go ahead and bring the dark, so sweet, and then I'm going to go back with the dark crumb cake. Actually, let me go now with the lighter because everything is getting too dark. I'm going to start blending this. And again, it's just a circular motion that I do. And there you have it. See that? It's pretty cool, don't you think? So anyway, so for that one, let me just think about this. Yeah. So once you have all of those, what I did was just fussy cutting them. So let me just show you how they look. So here you have them. Again, just because I was gonna go, there's too many of these pieces, but you can see them all here. So I just went ahead and fussy cut all of them. Now, the only one that I didn't show you how to do, and see now, oh, here's another one. I'm like, what did I do? See, so you see them here. Okay. The only one that I didn't show you how to do is this one. And basically is the same, the petal pink color. So let me just put all of these pieces here because we're going to be using them on our cards. But this one had petal pink, and then I went back with the crumb cake, the light crumb cake, and then I went back with the petal pink just to have that color. But anyway, so once you have everything, you're just gonna go ahead and fussy cut them, so you'll have a pie like this. And let's just get started with making the cards. I think the first one I want to do is actually this one, so that we can get the one with the watercolor background already. So what I use, and of course, did I lose my watercolor pen? Oh, here. I'm like, what did I do? So I'm gonna be taking, let me see, Pool Party. Let me just bring another one. And I think Coastal Cabana, right? I think those will be really nice to go with this one. This one will have one of these. Let me see what I want to have. So I want this one, that one, and that one. So this one goes with one. And then I think this one's go with this one, I believe. Let's just think about it. Yes, I think I'm going to go with that. So anyway, so I have here my watercolor pen. And I just want to make sure that I kind of press it so that I can have enough water, as you can see here. And I'm just going to go ahead and kind of wet the paper. And then I'm going to go ahead and bring this one. Now for this one, I'm going to go ahead and bring a block. I'm just going to put the ink here. So I'm going to go first with Coastal Cabana and then see if I need the Pool Party. I might not need it. Oh yeah, no, I might not need it. And you can put as much water. If you put more water, yeah, I don't need this. You're going to get lighter color. So you can put, I always start light and then add more color if I want to. because it's easier to add more color than to take away. Although for watercolor, you can still add more water and still remove color, all right? And I'm trying to kind of just color like that. I might want to use more color. More color, more color. Because I want to add like droplets. I want to show you a little technique here. So you can see I'm just putting color, but I'm not doing anything special other than putting color, right? So now once I have that, I'm going to take this one out for a second. I'm going to bring, you can let it dry, but just for the sake of making this quicker, I'm going to go ahead and bring my heat tool just so that I can dry it out sooner or quicker. Okay, so I have it here. Now the one thing, hold on. The one thing we need to do, I'm just gonna take here for a second. I just need to make sure there's no, so I'm just cleaning my pen. I could use like a towel, but I didn't bring it with me. So anyway, once I have it all clear, and this is all dried, I'm just gonna go ahead and kind of squeeze a little bit. As you can see, there's water again, and then just kind of add droplets of water. I don't know if you can really see it, but I believe they're there. And then, where is my little, I did have a dry, I have a dry wipey, and wherever there was droplets, you can see how, you know, let me just add a little bit more. That's why you kind of want to have it, you kind of want to have like a darker color so that you can see more of those droplets. And the only thing that I am doing is removing the water with just a dry wipe. Now if this is still not had enough, and you can add as many, but I feel like I love how this looks for the backgrounds, and it's so easy, you know. And again, you just remove it, and I just like it, especially for this one, that it's going to be like the sea, right? I think. So anyway, so once I have that, I think I'm gonna be okay. And so now that I have all these pieces, oh, Teresa, hi. You might need to watch the replay for show you how I color these. And this is right now the watercolor background, but the replay will be there, Teresa. So anyway, so you can see this one. So here's the other thing. When I am putting my cards together, I don't really put or glue down anything, right? I mean, you know that if you've been watching my videos, I don't really glue anything until almost the end, because then you can be kind of looking at how you want your card to look. I mean, you can still change things around. So like in this case, I'm going to go ahead, see that one, and I'm going to be putting this one here, maybe that one there, and one of these ones here, right? This one is going to have more like that. And then I want my sentiment here. So now watercolor paper for me is one of those colors that it's a little bit hard to stamp the image because it's kind of like rough, right? It's not as smooth. So for that one, I'm going to be using the Stamparatus. Just so that I have my image how I want it, right? I can re-stamp if something does not goes right the first time, right? So let me just put, so I'm gonna go ahead and just put this one here. There's another one here. And I think, right, like we were looking into this, I'm gonna be putting this guy here. So it seems like my image will probably need to have the thinking of you somewhere here. Yes. So now that I know exactly where I want it, I'm gonna close the Stamparatus. And this is the one that I'm going to be inking. Now, because I have soft suede, I think I should be using soft suede on that one. So let's just ink this one. Oh, I need to put this one here. Okay. Just need to make sure everything is fine. And I think it looks perfect. I don't need anything else. So, which is great because usually, like I said, when it's not as smooth as like the Whisper White, sometimes you might get, you might not get a crisp sentiment. So I'm going to go ahead and clean this one so that I can use it on my next card. And I'm going to go ahead and clean this one already because I don't want to have a... So anyway, so now that I have these, I'm going to go ahead and take this ones out of the way. I need this one. Oh my goodness. Okay, so now we have that. All right, so let's bring this one here. So I'm going to go ahead and put this one there. Now I could also, but yeah, I think it's fine. I could also add, which ones? I think I want to go with all the brown ones, right? Like this one here, that one there. And then you have this little guy here. Yeah. I think it looks really nice, don't you think? I think I like it that way. So I'm not going to go crazy with too many things. I could also, I'm not going to do it for this one. I'm going to put it on the other one. I could also add one of these things in like Calypso Coral, right? But I think this one, I love that background so much. I don't want to mess up, you know? I think I want to leave it that way. So let's just go ahead and do it. So now let's just go over measurements. So this is watercolor paper, as I mentioned before. And this one is 3 3/4 by 5. Then I have a piece of soft suede, and this one is 4 by 5 1/4. And then I have my card base in Coastal Cabana, and this one is 5.5 by 8.5. I'm gonna do point to point, and then using a bone folder. You see how I'm holding it? Someone mentioned today on my comments that they have issues folding it. I really think that the bone folder helps you with those type of issues. I really do. Because you just put it point by point and then use the bone folder, and I don't think I really had issues with that, but I think that is because of the bone folder. So anyway, we're gonna be gluing down our panel here. All right, and then I'm going to go ahead and glue this one down. Oh. This one opens like so. So let's just going to go ahead and put it like that. Okay, and then once I have that, then I'm going to go ahead and go crazy with dimensionals. Because, I mean, we need dimensionals for these little guys, right? So I'm going to go ahead and put this. I might need to use, like, the border or something for this section, because I do feel like it needs that. Hold on, where's my scissors? Or are the small ones fitting? Let me see. Maybe a small one. Okay. Do another one fits here? Nope. That's kind of like too small. So maybe I do like this little one. Like I always feel like I need to put lots of dimensionals. Alright. So this one might be okay. Okay, so let's go ahead and put this one here. All right, we're gonna go ahead and add this one here and that one there, right? Like so. So I'm gonna go first with that one. So we're gonna go ahead and add this one here and then add that one there. So I just need one. And then where's the little one here? There we go. So the other one will go like right there. Oh, I love it. Like I said, I'm not really a typical into the sea things, but these stamp set, I don't know. I really loved it. Now, one thing that we can do, of course, is Wink of Stella. Of course. Just to add a little something more. Yeah. So I think that the one that I want to have the Wink of Stella is this one. Also, I could do the seashells too, but I feel like the... Is this a seahorse, right? Would be the one. But you can add it to the whole thing if you want. And I love Wink of Stella because seriously, it just adds that shimmery look and makes everything better. Alrighty. So there you have it. See that? Look at that. And it was so easy, right? I mean, this one only has like the watercolor. You saw how easy it was, and you saw how I color those. Anyway, so let's go to the last card. Again, like I said, today it's only 2 cards because there's a lot of coloring, and coloring takes a little lot. And if you all know me, I have 2 little ones and a husband, and I need to be inside the house, not in my craft room for so long. I'm sure you know what I mean, right? I mean, 2 little ones is just going crazy. So now the next one, it's using, what is this color? Seaside Shore, I believe it is. It's one of the ink color, the new ink colors. And where is that color so I can show it? I know if I'm... Oh no, Seaside Spray. And then this one is also the other new one, Terracotta, I think it is. Yeah, Terracotta something. And so this one goes really well together. And this is out of the woven threads, which when I look at these design series paper, I really thought it looks kind of like the water, right? I mean, a little bit. And especially having like corals, right? I thought so. I don't know why, but anyway. So that's how this whole idea started there. So anyway, so this one, same as with the other one, is 3 3/4 by 5. Yeah, 3 3/4 by 5. Then I have this one as 4 by 5 1/4. And if you notice, I had already that cut the scallop circle out of the layering circles, as you can see here. And then I have the largest of the stitch shaped framelits, which I think I say this every single time, but this is the one that you have to have. This is the one that has the squares, ovals, and circles. And I mean, I've used it, I think, almost every single Facebook Live. I'm not kidding you. So that's how amazing this is. So anyway, so you can see it here, and the reason I use that one because no one is gonna know it. You're using a lot of your paper, you're gonna cover it, and then on top of that you're gonna put it right there, so no one will ever find out that there is a hole in their car. So anyway, so now this one is the Seaside, whatever was the color, Seaside Spray, and it's 8.5 by 5.5, and we're gonna go ahead and fold it again point to point, and then use your bone folder, because again, that way you truly don't have issues with the cardstock, right? I mean, when you're folding your card. Then we're gonna go ahead and glue this one. Now for this one, I know it's gonna be that way, so there's no changing there, so I can go ahead and glue that panel already. We're gonna go ahead and center it. And actually, I think this one is a bit taller, so let me just center the other ones, and I'm gonna bring my cutter and get that last part, because I thought this one is a bit larger. Yeah, it's a little bit, I thought. Yeah, is that right? Yeah, let me just make sure. Yeah, there you go. There you go. It was a little bit, just a hair. And this one is gonna go right here, right? There you have it. So now for this one, what I was thinking is also thinking of you, but I do want to use this one here with the coral, because I wanted to bring back those little colors. But on this one, I'm gonna go ahead and use the Calypso Coral. I'm gonna bring a piece of paper. I just need a scrap paper here. There you go. And I'm gonna put the Thinking of You first, and I'm gonna be using the black just to, it kind of looks the same as these pieces, right? Because we're gonna be using those. There we have it. And then let me just close this one because I don't want to have. Then I'm going to go ahead and let me just think this through. 1 and 2. Yes, I want to do 2 times. So 1, and maybe do 1 here. And then another one here. And I'm going to stop it at that point, I think. Let's just think about it. Let's just think about it. This one, no, I might need, you know what? I might need another one. I might need another one here because I think, well, who knows? Yeah, I might need another one here. So let's just go ahead and do another one. Did I stamp off? Yes, I did. There you have it. Okay, so, and again, I just stamped off because I wanted to have a lighter color. I don't want to have it that bright, or that dark, I should say. And so this one, so let's just think about our card. So like I said before, I try not to glue down anything until I know exactly how everything is going to go. So like this one, I think it will be nice to have them here. And see how good goes with those little things here. I know it's not the sea, or it's not like, yeah, but I thought those colors will go really great. I'm going to put this one right here. Maybe at that one here. And then maybe this one. Actually, like that. How about that? Yeah. Or maybe I put let's just think about this. So this one's gonna go here. Maybe I just put that one. Yeah, I think I like it that one better so that you can see more of that. Although I feel like now I'm missing like one more here, don't you think? Yeah. Or maybe I'll just put this one here. Yeah, that might work better. That way it's covered. Yeah, let's just do that. Rather than go crazy with all the corals. So, oh, you know what? No, before I do this, actually. So here's another thought too that I was thinking. I think I mentioned last video, that this ribbon, I really like it a lot, but it's kind of hard for me to use it, right? I think I said that last time. And so I want to show you what I'm doing with this too. And so, because I think it will be nice if I put those, yeah. So anyway, so let's just think about this. So I'm going to go ahead and put it like so. Yeah, before I glue anything, like that. And I'm going to use this stapler. Let's just think everything goes well. And I think it's too, well, never mind. We're just going to stick to that at this point. And then I'm going to do another one here, like so. And I'm just folding it like so. And then like that. Oh, some gems. Oh, that will be great. Okay, let's do that too. And you can see what I am doing here, right? It's kind of like those zigzags, but this is like a fake zigzag. This is a fake zigzag. Hey, one of the things that I think you're gonna like is that you don't waste as much ribbon as when you're doing one of those long zigzags. But the other thing is that you get, oh goodness gracious, what do I do with this? But the other thing is that, see that? Yes, I think I like that. You don't waste that much to begin with. And you can use it and get both sides, because that was the one thing that I didn't like. I mean, I love this ribbon, don't get me wrong, but I don't like that when I am doing bows or whatever, you kind of get the other side of this ribbon. And that part, it's not that it's bad, but I don't like it that much as this little edge in a different color. So I'm just gonna go, well, I'm gonna go crazy with this. With the dimensionals as usual, I guess. Alright, so let's just, and yes, I like the idea of the gems, so definitely we're gonna go ahead and put some of the rhinestones. So thinking of you, let's just see, how do I want it? I think this one will be better that way, don't you think? That way it goes point to point. So we're gonna do it that way. Oh, I should have thought this one better as far as adding the dimensionals, but okay. Let me think. This one will go like so. Alrighty. There you have it. Good deal. Okay. And then we're gonna be adding this guy. So let me just put this one down so that I'm not messing. I'll put this one and then just glue down the other one. Alright, we're gonna be putting this one here. We're gonna go ahead and add this one. Alright, like that. Oh, definitely, yeah, it looks really nice. And then we're going to be adding this guy. Oh, yes. And then we're going to be putting this one here. Right? And then like this one here. Right? I think it will be nice. What do you think? I think that's the way we're going to go. So we're going to go ahead and put again 2 of those. One in the center. 2 on this side. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and put it like so. Let me see. Yeah, like that. And then add this one here, and then this one there. Yes, yeah, something like that. So let's just, I'm gonna put this one first because this one is the one. I might need to move a little bit this one more towards this end. So I want to make sure this one kind of covers a little bit there. And then I'm going to put this one like right there. But I need to put, again, one of the mini ones. Where are the minis? Yeah, here is the mini. And then maybe another of these little halves like I did on the other one. What do I do with my scissors? Okay, here. Like one of these. Like another one right there. Okay. Oh, you know what? Actually, it might look nicer to have him. No, I do want him to be like right here. Yes, I like it that way. That way I can still see some there. Okay, that's fine. And then of course we're gonna be adding some Wink of a Stella again. Let me just make sure. Yeah, we're gonna be adding Wink of a Stella on this seahorse. Alrighty. And then I do like the idea of the rhinestones. I like that idea a lot. So let's just add some rhinestones. I'm probably going to be adding some like everywhere. But like here. Oh, what do I do? It's here. Oh, that makes more sense. Whew, I love it. So I think that will be okay. I don't think I'm going to put more. So anyway, so what do you think, huh? Do you like it? And like I said, I love better using this ribbon that way because like I said, that way you don't, like if you were to do the regular zigzag, just so that you know what I'm trying to say, is that if you go this route, see how you get this side that way? When you're doing this way, you really don't. So I like that. Plus, you don't use as much. So anyway, so hopefully you have liked it. Like I said, today was only going to be 2 cards. Where's the second one? Where's the other one? Or the first one, I should say. Oh, here. So you can see it. So these are both of the cards for tonight. And again, I just did 2 because you saw there's a lot more coloring involved. I saw there were some questions about coloring. I definitely wanted to make sure, give you some tips there. I'm going to try to do more videos with that because I know this particular set is kind of easy for coloring just because there's a lot of lines. And there might be some questions for those instances where there's not those lines and you might want to know where do you want to do the shadowing. Yes, I know, right? I'm not really a seashell person either. Like I said, typically I don't do this type of cards. However, I don't know why I really like this one. So anyway, but thank you so much for joining me. Again, if you have any questions about coloring, just let me know. That way in the following videos I can still talk more about it if there's still more questions. Like I said, I really like helping you enjoying coloring. Okay, so thanks so much and I'll see you next week. And thank you so much. Take care. Bye. Thank you. I really appreciate when you sharing it, so thank you. All right, I gotta go now because I'm hearing those little kids crying already, so I need to go inside the house now. So thank you. Oh, shadowing, no shading. Oh, I see. Okay. All right, I see what you're saying. So like shadows outside. Okay, Teresa. Okay. So I might have to look more into that shadowing. Okay. All right, well, just let me know more about that shadowing instead of shading. I think it's just going outside. Like, where do you put the shadows? Is that right? Just let me know, Teresa, and I'll try to help more with that, okay? So, thank you, and see you next week. Bye.